back away and come back in. I will see. It's a lot of disable, and it should be a lot of scrappier of a game this time around. Because last time, first like 10 minutes, it was like 1-to-1 kill score. I think we're going to have a lot more kills in the early game.
Absolutely, yeah. Both teams look fit to brawl here with their lineups from very early moments of the game. Already Secret with the smoke up, ready to exercise this power that they have with all these early stuns.
Yeah, but, I mean, let's see where the Tusk goes too. I mean, I know anyone who's been watching Topson, of course, spamming the mid Tusk. He's like maxing Snowball, maxing the shards if he does go to the mid lane. But yeah, we'll see, because can't really tell right now. It kind of looks like Amar is going to be going mid. But either way, like we were mentioning for Nisha, it should be pretty free matchup for him. The thing that the Tusk does give you is a way to get on top of him really early on, which Linas do hate to play against, but it just feels quite single target from OG. I'm just looking to see where it's all going to play out if those lanes do go. If those lanes do go successful for Secret, it looks like it could be a tough one, but let's see. Yeah, we're seeing some lanes moving around a little bit, but it is going to be that Tuscan off lane and Huskar mid.
Okay. And this is just straight up because you don't want to play the Tuscan to Lina?
Yeah, it sounds quite hard. The lanes look hard either way. It does feel like for the side of OG, except for this bottom one. The bottom one, I'm going to see who comes out ahead of it, because Monkey King can take advantage most of the times versus DK, but offlane DK is a little different because you play around stuns, and he is starting with Windlace, so it's all about avoiding those Jingu stacks. And we did see Secret really struggle versus an Abaddon the other day. I think it was Snaking playing it. He was able to zone both of the heroes that were bottom, but this time it's different. It's a DK Mirana, really strong dual lane. Misha gonna eat heavy harassment.
Good damage onto Misha here to start the lane off. Yeah. He's gonna have to step right back.
He's gonna probably maybe have to use a first salve on himself, potentially.
At top lane, Tiger is able to get the heal off, and with the Fairy Fire, he'll be fine. He's gonna try and turn with the tag team over towards Samael. Trade back as best as they can. There's gonna be some good damage hitting back his way.
Pretty good trade back. A lot of regen though on Puppey. He's prepared for. Like we said, this should be a much more interactive game in the early game. Lots of battling between. Does he get the Jingu stacks? Oh, just not able to get it over the tree line. But I feel like that's the whole thing that this bottom lane is, just like playing around the stuns and the shields to get those Jingu stacks. And Yuragi should be able to get a really good time at least. Namar first wave, looking good. But should be a free farm Nisha, and we saw what he was able to do on the Ember Spear in the last game too. Whenever Nisha does get free farm, he's very impactful. He's very mobile mid laner.
Now we'll see top lane again. Tiger and BZM. This duo does seem to do very well with any attempt that Puppey and Samael make. They're always able to counterplay it with the snowball and the heals.
They left the hard camp open, so that means Taiga's going to be really happy just picking up some creeps. Already has the Hellbear Smasher, one of the stronger ones. That Thunderclap is no joke.
Denied.
Now we'll see mid lane continuing to be very close on these early levels. Early waves. 10 for 1 on Amar compared to 9 for 4 on Nisha.
Nice, completely holding his own. Uh-oh, I say that. He might die. Okay, gets the disarm. Very close.
Oh, top lane. Gonna make the move onto Puppey. The stun from Samael will hold back BZM. Puppey step back.
Oh, a fun combo we haven't seen in a long time too. The snowball with the creep can definitely set up for some potential kills in the early phase. But all three lanes, yeah, looking strong for OGs. Amar continues to drop like one hit from death.
It's pretty spooky in the mid here. He's got to be careful.
And Nisha just forcing the wave constantly into him. That means he has full rune control too. So it does feel like it gets worse and worse for Amar as the levels go on, but first 3 minutes, not bad. Yuragi.
I'm in top lane, Samael.
And top.
He's going to go down. OG, they get him with the two of them. Meanwhile, back bottom, Aphotic Shield keeps Yuragi safe. He's going to be able to survive the attempt from Secret. So there we have it, first death on that top lane. I mean, we're already seeing aggression coming up very early from OG on those two, and it's working out very, very well here. This Tusk Enchantress combo, it hurts. Even some of these beefier heroes, like a CK with as high strength as he has.
Yeah, just having that camp open, I think, is massive. Like, Taigo's able to get 2 creeps now also getting an Alpha Wolf, so more damage. And Sumail, he's not last hitting that great either up here. Only 11 compared to the 14 of the Tusk, who also has 7 denies. These things will add up. Definitely seeing mid, though. You know, Nisha starting to take advantage of the matchup. Full rune control as well. Should be able to get both water runes.
Yeah, he's getting a very, very free start. And of course, with
I take what I please.
sort of the supports in mind as well. I mean, maybe what Tiger can look towards making a move mid. I mean, do you think we'll see any attention brought over here to help out Amar, maybe try and catch Nisha off guard if he gets too aggressive?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, they have a couple different ways too. Even like a Tusk TP and a snowball to get on top of her. Could be something they look for at some point soon. Doesn't want to leave the lane there so early on. It's a bit too soon to make a move. Huskar can just jungle. That's the other beauty of both. The thing is, like, sure, your mid matchup now you can't actually lane mid, but just go hit some jungle creeps. Sure, you're giving the free lane to the Lina, but that's
top lane. They get aggressive onto Puppey.
Yapsur's coming.
TPs are going to come in. They're going to try and chase down Tiger. Tiger's got the heals. Yapsur jumps in. Not quite enough damage to outdo the heals to keep Tiger alive. They come with a rotation. You know, Yapsur's able to make sure that OG can't dive for any kills on Secret. So not quite having the firepower to take anyone out in return.
They've got the Dark Troll Summoner, though, with Tag Team, too. There's a ton of damage that's coming out from this OG dual lane versus tri-lane. Even the tower, look, they've got a glyph and slow down this push. Even more skeletons being summoned.
Secret struggling to hold them back, even with the number advantage of the 3 playing up it.
And they even glyph the wave, too, on top, so they can keep pressuring Sumail. And they're moving even the support top. The Abaddon's coming up here, too.
There we go, another TP. You know, Nisha's going to turn up top as well to try and put a stop to this one. They take out Tiger. BZM will buy some time for himself with the snowball, heads over towards Puppey. They won't be able to finish the Bane off. Puppey survives. Secret, they're able to push OG out of that top lane.
But it feels like rotations that they like have to make, because OG is just starting to overwhelm this CK in this early game, which puts now Ice, he has to just jungle as the DK because he's playing versus that matchup of Monkey King. So Yuragi's going to have absolute free farm on Monkey King. Huskar, we see Amar, as we mentioned, he's gone to the jungle and he's holding his own. So Secret, they're getting some type of trade kills, but it's not like OG is getting nothing out of this. The Monkey King with that full free farm is going to be quite huge in comparison to Sumail, who's having a rough start.
Yuragi will be able to chase out Ice at the moment. 2 points in the Dragon's blood. Ice is not going to die to this Monkey King solo. And in fact...
Oh, he didn't get the last hit.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, Nisha was right by him there, so at the least Amar able to stop that kill going into the hands of the Lina.
Looking for another. Do they line up the arrow? Oh, they actually do.
They do. Nisha
kind of ran into it.
Has he got enough damage to finish this off? Aphotic Shield's on cooldown, so Misha's got nothing to save himself. Secret take him down in the mid.
Don't worry, Sagan.
Can get some tower damage also. Puppey's in the area to place another ward, perhaps. But also top, we see OG. They're getting a trade of their own. And Amar, he's going to stop the push in mid. Yeah. He'll show up.
He's going to try. I mean, Puppey's got the
There's an arrow.
They've got a fair bit of damage between the 3 of them. TPs are coming in, but there's the combo. They've taken out Amar as he returns to the game.
And they have to cancel the TB on the Abaddon because he could just die as well if he jumps in. Nisha set up for success.
Yeah. Talking about setting up themselves. Yapsur, he's going to be going down that route that we saw before. He's going for the greed.
Okay. Yep, doing that leap plus diffusal that we saw last time around.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
That's the tier 1 gone. Early timing too. Pre-8 minutes here. Secret. Definitely being able to slow down Amar's game and quite a bit. You can see on the core net worth here, Amar at the bottom right now.
That death hurt. At least one of them was a neutral death, but yeah, this one, when he TPs in and just dies immediately, is painful. And now, Ice has found some space also, as we see Yuragi move from bottom lane. Ice gets 6, immediately starts poking tower. So they gotta react to that. Oh, and Nisha does have a big rune, as we saw pointed out. DD inside of the bottle for the next rotation, and they're actually looking for Ice. Shards won't quite catch him, though. So a little bit more action-packed than the last game, but now things are starting to play out where, you know, mid tower's dead, top tower's dead. Everyone's trying to get some levels built up. Nisha with the DD hit some Ancients.
He's going to get very good timing on the bots. And of course, with the amount of stuns that Secret's lineup have, they've got multiple ways to sort of set up, and anytime they get an initial stun near a creep wave, Nisha's going to be very likely to get in and finish the job.
They do have double saves, though. That's the one thing. Like, I was going to say, Misha has his work cut out for him because he's going to have to be in position to, you know, stop these chain stuns from the arrow sleeps. But they also have Snowball, too, so BZM can also be that secondary kind of support to help out these side lane setups.
Bottom lane.
Bottom.
Here's the setup. Dragon Tail to buy time for Nisha to TP over. The opening stun.
He dodges it.
Ooh, nice dodge there, Yuragi with the mischief. He'll be able to stop the Laguna Blade damage, turn around over towards Ice, just goes straight for the TP out. And OG not quite having the same amount of stuns as Secret has to offer. Ice is out of there.
All right, it's a little awkward. But OG turn up with the numbers, and they've got the Dark Troll Summoner, so we see this push coming in. Nisha quickly clears out those skellies. Yuragi still hunting on the side.
See, they want to go behind the tower for this one. Wukong's command
nice
down in the two-man boundless strike. They're over towards Puppey, but Puppey's out at the ult. He steps to the side, he'll turn back with a Nightmare to hold back the Monkey King. It's 1-for-1 right now. Secret, they're bringing in the numbers. Yuragi's got to be careful. Sumail's trying to stay on top of him. He's out the Wukong's command as Yuragi will head over to the side to hide. BZM, he's gone. Yuragi is able to hide away, jump up into the trees. He'll make it out of there.
But they brought the full forces, and Taiga, being an enchantress, he had the Dark Troll Summoner. The tower actually just dies to literally the rally and the skeletons that we've seen so many times now. But they do get the kill on BZM. Beautiful Wukongs, though, from Yuragi. Literally trapping Ice right in the middle of it.
Now we'll see it again here. This call to make the dive. Yuragi very much ready to go.
And you can't really see it, but on the south of, on the south side of this fight, the whole time, the Enchantress Dark Troll Summoner is just putting in work on the tower.
Yuragi just lucky to get out of there.
Yeah.
As soon as Sumail turns up, he has to run. And the fight already beginning to fall apart a bit for OG. Yuragi's able to cut his losses, make sure he doesn't die. Top lane, OG, they're going to look to make moves. Going towards Nisha.
Do they have detection?
And the Fiend's Griffin Puppey's going to hold back Amar. Nisha will turn with the Laguna Blade, but still the jump-in is there. The two-man stun comes out. Nisha, he's bottling up. He's on the retreat. BZM's trying to chase, but he's got nothing else to offer up. Nisha, he's going to get caught by Yuragi, though. Yuragi turns up, and it's that extra appearance that catches Nisha off guard. So the trees, the boundless strike finishes off the job. Yuragi, he's now taking over in that top spot on net worth with a kill like that.
A little cocky from Nisha, turning around and popping the high five. Doesn't expect the Monkey King rotation. Gets caught out. Obs and Sentry were already placed down so quick, so that Moonlight Shadow was already countered. Quick-paced rotations.
Yeah, no, Yuragi's doing well there, matching what Secret's trying to bring.
And they do, as we saw, multiple different ways of getting on top of Lina. Be it the life break, be it the snowball to get on top of her, can make Nisha's life much more complicated. Sumail, probably the winner, at least on Secret, out of this, where he's getting a lot of farm row, catching back up after a little bit of a tough start. Armlet's done, level 10. But Yuragi keeping right up toe to toe with him.
Invisibility.
Let's see where they head next. I mean, bottom lane. Misha, just keeping eyes on any attempt from Secret to maybe invade the jungle.
Yep. Ooh, Taiga. Is he gonna get brain sap? Puppey's trying.
Nice little TP out in that spot. They don't see him. Very nice little area to hide. Bottom lane. See the lead in over towards Ice, but Sumail and Yapsa are here to back him up. The Wukong's command is down. Ice trapped him by the shards of BZM. BZM will continue to try and beat down on the DK, but Ice is too tanky. He's able to walk it off. Yuragi's got to be careful. Ice trying to get back over to find Yuragi, but he's into the trees. He's away. Yapsa and Nisha will try and chase down BZM.
No one died. Everyone's just a bit too tanky. A full Wukong is in tag team and nobody dies. Ice. Ooh. Tries to catch Yuragi.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But as soon as they saw the DK, they looked to make the move on him. They're like, we can't let this DK set up for any type of pushes. So you see how quick they make the move. Taiga playing his own little game here. Going for some tower pressure himself with his enchanted creep. Could get caught. Sumail's trying to get the distance. Can't quite. This early game. Very, very close.
Let's see what they can get next here. Secret. Drums. Nearly done for BZM. Might be able to give them that extra bit of a boost to get those kills on heroes like ISO's DK, as we saw last time, them struggle with quite a bit.
Yeah, they are tanky. Very tanky cores. Just such a close early game, though. 3-7, but the net worth almost dead even across all those cores. But who's got the bigger initiation now? Looks like the Blink Dagger is picked up for Ice, so it will be easier for Secret to just start those chain, those chain fights with the chain stun that they do have. But Amar has fully recovered after what looked like a pretty tough start for him. He's up almost at the top net worth with the other cores. And bottom tower for OG still hasn't really been touched. They've been doing a good job. Like every time Ice shows down there, making sure to bring the squad to make sure that tower doesn't get pressured.
Yuragi's very close to having the Maelstrom. He, at that point, that extra bit of magical damage is going to help out big time against some of these heroes like the DK.
Tiger.
I see a smoke from Secret. They're trying to get into the triangle. We'll see if they can find Amar. See if they can catch this Huskar. They're in on top of him.
He's still alive.
He's very, very low. The grips come out. He's able to get the Q off, and he's got the save as Misha comes in with the shield, keeping Amar alive. They're taking out Ice. The shards come out, and they've got the detection. Puppy's also going to fall. Secret try and get in deep, get Amar, but they can't quite finish him off, and OG's able to turn it around in their triangle.
Quick reaction. The shield plus heal really coming into play, saving him. But yeah, looking to get aggressive, and that was a DK form. The instant it was used, pretty much he's dead, so tower pressure won't be there, and OG now maybe starts to pull ahead at least a little bit in that gold. And now they don't have to worry so much about a DK on the map, and that's a reveal that the Blink Dagger is there too. So lots of information gained for OG. And yeah, Puppy is doing, Yapstar is doing the exact same build.
He is.
Racer, the Wraith Band into the Diffusal.
Let's see if he follows it up with the Scardy. That was the route he went in an earlier series, this DPC.
It was one where they were kind of stopping the game a little bit. So.
I mean, he won with it. He's like, hey, 100% win rate with this build, let's go.
Ice shows in a lane, instantly gets pinged. This has just been OG every single time that Ice is shown on this DK. They immediately want to stop him from trying to pressure anything. The scan will catch them, so he'll be safe. But they're just not letting them get any pressure on the lanes or any type of tower push going.
Puppy. Can you get the catch on Tiger? Not quite. Tiger a bit too speedy.
Shadow Blade on Nisha done. What's Sumail got? Sumail's got his Echo Saber armlet, so just farming build.
What does sort of Sumail need next after these two basic items?
I mean, it depends on which build he wants to go. I've seen a lot of different CK builds. Skeeter he's been doing a lot of this Orchid build up a lot of the time on this hero, but traditionally it's just like you go for this hard BKB tank up. So I think that one fits better this game because they will lack ways to clear Phantasm if he gets I think BKB into Heart sounds pretty strong, or BKB into Halberd maybe. He's got a couple options. But I think BKB would make it so that they can just always stand toe-to-toe inside any of the fights for him. So.
Right, OG, they're smoked up and trying to see if they can catch Secret. But by surprise, see if they can find Alone. Ice.
Every time they see him,
they're going to try and go for him. See if they have enough damage at this point. They certainly do. The buff up with the tag team and the drums, they tear him apart. Ice is gone.
Hey, the Blink Initiator showing in lane, right? That's what they're going to make a move onto him. Then they know pretty much the Secret's not making a move whenever Ice shows like that. So I think for Ice, he has to be a bit more careful how he shows in lanes. Because I just feel like OG's getting so much information when he does just pop his head out there. They can quickly make a move to him and just kill him and know. So it's either they don't show the DK on the lane or they bait him, I think, for the next few plays for Secret.
Yeah.
Rune. We'll spawn bottom, Sumail grabs it.
I'll be able to get a fight going with this haste. He's heading up to join the rest of Secret towards the top of the river. There's the setup with the Fiend's Grip. Goes straight away for BZM. BZM's gone. Maybe with the haste to Sumail, they can try and catch another. They've got their eyes over towards Misha. OG starting to turn up and see if they can turn, but Misha, he's just gone in a matter of a couple of swipes here from Sumail's CK.
He holds the BKB.
Coming in onto Amar. They've caught him in the chain stun. Is he going to be able to get anything off? He is. The BKB. Amar's able to survive. He's ready to turn. Buyback comes out from Misha. OG, they'll turn and start to chase Secret back out their half of the map.
The damage. Whew, that Wukong's damage almost instantly killing 2 or 3 heroes. That was scary. And Amar almost...
That was close.
He held the BKB too. He's like, Misha, you need to buy back and protect me. But that was, I mean, very close to Amar almost dying there.
It definitely feels like, you know, Secret not quite getting as much as they hoped for in these fights. OG are dealing with the aggression very well. A lot of saves, and again, we see here, you know, Misha, he doesn't stand a chance once Sumail grabs him with the Phantasm. But yeah, Amar, very, very close to falling here as well.
Oh, that shield. Yeah, actually just saving him. Continues to be neck and neck.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay, OG, do they want to try this?
They kill it really fast with
They
tag
do.
team,
Everybody's up on Secret. And they're relatively close.
Phantasm's back up. DK form still on cooldown.
Arrow's going to scout things out. They know what's going on.
Fireball's online for the DK, though.
Let's see if Secret are able to get in the pit in time. Who's going to make the jump first? There's Ice. He'll lay down the fireball. Snowball's coming back their way. BZM is caught by the grab of Sumail. Jump forward from Mar, though. He's able to push back Sumail. With the disarm, they've got the punch up. Sumail's in trouble. There's nothing they can do to save him. Sumail goes down. Nisha's now been got on top of as Amar pots the BKB, stands his ground on top of the Lina. 2 cores down. Snowball from BZM. They're over towards Puppey as well. 3 heroes dead. OG, they've got the space to get this Roche. Aegis on Amar.
Oh, nice and ice. Oh, has to blink away. Huge fight. They just get, I mean, Sumail runs in and just gets jumped on by the Huskar, has no way to protect himself pre-BKB. And they get on the backline heroes too with the Tusk, so great fight for OG, and great way to force a Roche. 2K lead for them now, kind of blowing the game open a bit. And Yapstar with his build, with the 0 points in the Starstorm, still going for that defusal.
We'll see if it works out, but there's definitely a chance with the way that OG's getting a lead against Secret. It may just be one of the games where it's hard to sort of feel the impact of such an item.
Yeah, and also when you're playing against multiple different forms of save versus just a single target arrow, yeah, it could end up hurting more than helping.
That's what they can do bottom. Ice. He's going for the tower. They're starting to come across here, OG.
I think this blink is about to be delivered on Tusk. Do they have the way to catch?
They're looking for the chase. They're popping the drums, shards. Ooh, I was going to trap him against the tree. That's going to give them a chance to roll in and finish him off. Ice goes down. He got the tower, but it cost him his life.
He just got blink delivered on Courier on BZM too. Ice would have lived if that wasn't the case. OG hitting back hard. And getting a ton of farm too. Like, I've been looking at Taiga. You know, we were mentioning how he's been playing his own minigame. I was serious when I said that. He has a Hurricane Pike in a second. He's ahead of Ice in net worth. So a 4th core, potentially, that they'll have on the side of OG too.
Oh, Nisha. Look at this, Shiragi.
Oh!
Well, it might not matter.
Die.
It might not matter. He's still dead. You know, there's no need to hit the boundless if you don't need to hit it. He didn't need to hit, so he didn't hit it.
And he tips him.
Oh, Amar. They've got the grip, but he's got BKB and Aegis. And he's also got the backup of Misha. Photic Shield comes out. Even if they take him down the once, it's not going to be easy. Pots the BKB, Amar's ready to fight. Sumail tries to stand his ground against the Huskar, but he's got to be careful.
That's the BKB reveal.
And Amar's ready to chase. Jumps in. It's over towards Sumail, close towards the tier 2. That's the Aegis gone, but Yuragi jumps up in the trees. Boundless is down. They've got the detection planted on the ground as well. Sumail gets taken out.
OG's gotten full control of this game now. Great. I mean, that's a good use of an Aegis right there. Killing the safe lane and making him use BKB reveal. And you've got all lanes pushing in too.
Again, these next sort of items rolled out here. It does feel like a Secret for all the killing potential they have with their stuns, that the counter plays that OG can go for with their heroes, you know, having these ways to react. It's definitely slowing down what Secret probably intended to get done when they opened up with this draft.
Yeah, and even though the Huskar in the laning phase may have had some trouble, you see Amar, he's able to stand his ground versus the CK most of the times, and with the backup of an Abaddon, as we've seen Misha multiple times, he's always there to help. Like, he gets his ult off to remove a sleep, and then he gets a shield off to help out his buddies. And he's going for the green.
I was going to say, we're going to the Ags rush on Misha this game on Abaddon.
Yeah, they're already starting to look like they are running out of damage a bit on Secret, throwing Ags on top eventually for Misha. Yeah, starting to see some real big problems for Team Secret.
A full halberd on Amar. He's really hitting those timings where... Good luck killing this man. Good luck killing this man. This Huskar is going to be a right beast in the fights.
Nisha.
Ooh, that's
holy.
Bit of a scary position there, stepping right up to the stairs.
They're going to chase forward for here.
They should definitely have a chance of getting Puppey here. As they've got the slow, they jump in. That's going to be Puppey gone. The rest of Secret, they've got to get out. There's no team fight for them to have with one of their members down.
Oh, Puppey looks serious.
And they're definitely getting shaken up a bit here, Secret. After quite a very, very smooth game 1, OG is definitely causing some issues here in game 2.
Just non-stop skirmish lineup, right? Even though Team Secret, they have all these stuns and everything like that, it's not like OG's ever waiting for anything. They are always ready to take the fight right back.
Yeah, and Uragi's just been doing a great job this game, you know, of just staying ahead.
Yeah.
You know, the farm that he's got out of the laning stage, he's yet to die. He's having a very, very clean showing on the Monkey King. And there's so many fantastic ways to enable him with the backup that OG have. To the point where Secret, you know, when you're going for these team fights, if you're Secret, who do you even go for? Who do you have to go? Who do you prioritize?
It's just not easy, really, because they're so tanky with the backup of the Abaddon. Such tanky cores with their BKBs already at. It's very difficult. And I do love the build that Uragi went for, like the Maelstrom this game with the Echo, because he's tanky from the Echo, plus of course with the Wukong's how it works, but the Maelstrom, it allows you to have a tool versus CK throughout all stages.
Oh, well, should be a pretty dead Tiger here.
Good way to start the fight for Secret, if they can transition it into anything. The ward is down though.
I mean, OG's kind of set up in the trees to go for a fight if Secret step up on their own.
They cut the tree.
There's going to be a buyback from Tiger. It's going to TP over as they do have outpost control. Over to the side, BZM's been caught in the Fiend's grip. Will get pulled to the side here, but BZM is still able to get the snowball off. Wukong's commands down. Samel's just trapped in the middle of this fight. As Samel goes down, Boundless strike out onto the two of them. Nisha pops the BKB, but it's too late. He goes down, 3 dead on Secret. As OG, they're ready to push into the base. They're going to have the creep wave coming in soon, so backdoor protection will wear off.
They just have no damage in the midst of everything. It's just too much healing that's coming out.
And it was almost a bit of an awkward start that we had like the Fiend's grip coming out into BZM. The arrow was going to connect, but they really wanted to try and kill him, so Samel goes in with the Rift. That drags BZM out of the follow-up arrow here, and he's able to get the snowball off, and suddenly the fight becomes so hard for Secret to come out on top of, and as a cost, they'll lose this full set of racks.
Yeah, multiple fights in a row, even though they have BKB, even though they're the ones who kind of start the engagement, it doesn't matter. Like, everyone on OG just literally pops BKBs and then pops their ultimates right on top of it, and it's like, yeah, they get the pull, arrow whiffs across, doesn't hit, but the Wukongs, look at it, right? It's just absolutely perfect. It's hitting fully everything, and Sumail is caught in the worst position.
He can't get out. There's nothing to help him, nothing to save him.
And Nisha, the BKB is popped, but he's dead. So, yeah, OG have gotten complete control of this game. Almost Aghanim's finished on Misha too, which they already don't have the damage on Secret. That's going to make it even more difficult.
They need some sort of a better option to save Samel. I mean, the Force Staff is queued up, you know, for Puppey. And once that's there, maybe they'll have some way, because they've got to get their cores out of the Wukong's command. Puppey.
They're just dying too fast now. Overwhelming damage and overwhelming tankiness from OG as they continue to hunt. Another Boundless, not quite connecting. Was invisible this time.
Yeah, how long till Roche? What we got?
About a minute that we find out.
We'll see when we can get that one going.
Fights just, I don't know who they target. I don't know how they can really kill anybody if the Abaddon's in position, which Misha always has been. I don't see how Secret can actually have the damage to take out pretty much anybody, unless they find like isolated Enchantress. Everyone else is just too tanky at this point.
Yeah, OG's just not been slipping up sort of in this mid-game. You're never catching them off guard or on their own. They're always grouped up and ready to react.
And I continue to just watch Misha. You know, we keep saying it, damage issues already there for Secret. He's got a Philly. Yeah. You know, he's had the Philly now for 10 minutes or so. And yeah, he's about 600 gold away from an Axe.
Oh, well, sometimes you press BKB.
Well, if they knew that, then perhaps Secret could try to take advantage. But even then, you know, I think even without BKB on Uragi, I don't see how Secret can walk into a fight easily.
Yeah, he's got so much to save him.
So much save, incredibly tanky, and almost having a Scotty on top too, so game looking pretty grim for Secret.
And yeah, you just look at sort of the net worth. Mainly the difference it does lay on sort of Tiger, just getting to live sort of the pretty much sort of the core life that Yapso's dreaming about. You know, Yapso, he's got the item, the Diffusal Blade, but he's definitely not got the net worth to showcase like Tiger has. Tiger's nearly got double it.
No, definitely feeling the lack of effect from it this time around for sure.
Is under attack.
And it feels hard for Nisha. As we mentioned, he had this great lane, but so many ways of getting on top of Lina. The Monkey King, the Tusk, even the Huskar just life-breaking on her at this point in the game.
Oh, Nisha's got to run.
Spider legs.
Trying to get out with the spider legs. He's got the BKB. Will be able to time the Light Strike Array to hold back BZM. Will give us some time to get in the trees and TP out. BZM won't be able to find him. Successful escape from Nisha. Immediately after that move, we'll have to smoke up from OG to try and get a hit onto Secret whilst they know that Nisha doesn't have the BKB.
So much vision, right? They have so much vision on the top side as soon as they see somebody. I mean, back up too.
Yeah, it feels like with the strength and lead that OG have, they can absolutely just walk into the pit and start things off.
Yeah, Mark can solo it pretty much with BZM, and then Yuragi can just play in the area. And this, I'm actually really enjoying watching these core Tusks. It's been something that people have been talking about a lot. We saw one, I think, from T1, I believe it was. I believe it was T1 and SEA who ran this as well. And it's looking good. I mean, this phase drum and now into Vlad's and Blink. Like, he's doing so much work on BZM.
There we go. Aegis on Amar, level 20 as well. I don't think you're killing this Huskar.
No. Yeah, because even though you have all the chain stuns, the shields, he has the shard from... I mean, he bought the shard quite a long time ago, but yeah, so many different ways to play and react versus Secret's draft now at this point. How do they kill anybody? How do they actually kill anybody?
I think it's going to have to take some sort of overextension or big dive from OG, but honestly, with the way they keep one another alive, I kind of feel like OG could dive towards the fountain, killing Secret, and they'd probably still all survive.
It does feel like that at this point.
It really is that hard for Secret to take any of them down.
And Misha is 100 gold away from that Ags.
Oh, BZM. He's in with the sub. It's a pretty deep one here.
There you go. That's the deep
there
one,
we
maybe.
have. Grip the turnaround. They'll kill off BZM. Now, Secret, they've got to try and get something more done with this. It's a bit of an opening. It's one kill. They'll immediately Moonlight Shadow. They still have to be a little cautious. I mean, OG, they won't mind taking a fight 4v5 of how big Yuragi and Amar are. Boundless down onto Yapsor. Quick jump up to the high ground.
Male's hitting bottom during this.
Oh, he is.
Starting to get tier 3 damage.
Yeah, they got to keep their eyes on the base, OG. TPs are going to start coming in. Also, a buyback from BZM. They want to try and punish this push from Sumail. Has he got a way out of this?
Not with BZM there. He can save the punch.
Yep, there it is. Punch up and with the Wukong's command down. Sumail doesn't stand a chance. I mean, you definitely feel that sort of move there from Sumail is because he knows there's not really many other options, right? He's going to have to go for these desperate sort of plays because the game is tough. And maybe going for the wrap move is the only chance Secret have.
He also saw that BZM was dead, and that's the only BKB disabled that he would have had to worry about, but a really smart play from BZM to buy back. Because then, yeah, you can't BKB TP, you're just going to get punched.
Yeah, and now they're back on with the push.
Yep.
Yeah, and BZM knows that he can expend that buyback in that manner because there's a high chance he'll be able to force out the buyback anyway and return from Sumail with this push.
Yeah, it's really smart. And there you go, Ags Abaddon. So even though they did overextend the one time on the Tusk, I think BZM will be a lot more careful. And the heals are going to be insane. Got that illusion.
Come on, sprites.
Oh, Yuragi. Threatening them here. I mean, BZM's ready to follow up. They jump in. All the pounces having to be spammed here by Yapsor to get away. Full focus onto Amar, but he's got the Aegis. He's going to be back for round 2. Puppey buys back. Can they take down this Huskar a second time? They've got the Nightmare set up. Jump in again. BZM, he's just straight over to Puppey. Puppey, that's the dieback. Puppey's out of the game for good for now. Jump forward from Yuragi, they're diving up underneath the tier 4s, in fact. BKB pop by Yuragi, he'll stay on top of Yapsor. Yapsor, he's going to have to get himself away from this as Yuragi threatens with the Wukong's command. Quick dodge of the arrow. Secret, they're still trying to poke back, but the Boratine's back up. Nisha gets jumped on, BZM takes him out. That's Nisha gone, no buyback. Sumail's trying to fight him. BKB on top of BZM, but Sumail's been disarmed. He has to step back. Punch up from BZM, Sumail's going to go down. As he's out of the game, Boundless strike over towards Ice.
They're all so low.
There's nobody going down here on OG. They can stick around. I mean, Amar, he's even going to threaten the game. Goes up towards the tier 4s. They have a fortification. Ice does have buyback available, but both Nisha and Puppey, no way to get back into the game quickly.
Amar just keeps hitting tier 4s. They know. Misha's ult is back up in 10 seconds too, so if they do look for a fight, they're just going to get full healed.
He's in with the punch up. They'll turn and they'll get the stun. See the buyback, jump in with the Dragon Tail, but a force to the side. It's going to keep BZM safe for now at the fire of Ice. This is a dieback on the DK. OG will resume, ending the game as they're back onto the tier 4s. See Secret give it one last attempt, but they just haven't been able to hold back OG at all. This time round, it very much was a bit of a reverse of game 1, whereas Secret unable to do much whatsoever. BZM's going deep, but he's got the Ghost Scepter, has been gripped. OG, they'll force him to the side, the arrow finishes him off, it doesn't matter. OG's focusing the Ancient, they're looking to close the game up, and they'll manage to do so. GG is called. OG will take this game 2, and it's got to definitely feel like a bit of a relief for them there after having a very rough opening to the series. Game 1 was tough, they just couldn't get themselves off the ground. This game 2, they hit back hard, and against a lineup where, once again, they're showing this Huskar early. Secret, and sort of as the panel felt as well, came in with the draft that may have had the tools to deal with it.